man, it's big time. It's big time. We're coming off instead like 3 away games and 2-3 road games in a row. But it's definitely a big momentum boost going into this bye week. So we're gonna take that, build on that, and get ready to come in and defend the stripes. Just all week we were just preparing. We just got back to the basics, the fundamentals. I mean, we just tried to change our attitude towards everything, as far as hitting the weight room, studying the film, everything. We just got back to the basics, and it really showed tonight. You could tell we had a little chip on our shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Because we came out this year, we was kind of ranked kind of high. Of course we fell down in the rankings, but we know that's not who we are. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got a little bit fire in our stomach from the first couple of losses. Man, the defense, they played their tail off all night. Hats off to them guys. I salute them for that. Big stands. There at the end, we caught that big break. Tight end, he dropped the ball, but the defense, they amazing effort all night. I give them big props.
It's definitely a big win for us. Obviously, after the 2 loss thing, it's definitely a must win for sure, especially if you want to be relevant in the playoff race. I mean, as far as D1 wins go, it's definitely a big win. And then defensively, I mean, that's just completely what we wanted to do. I mean, not necessarily be in that situation, but that's a big game for us defensively. I mean, we didn't do anything more, anything less. I mean, just kind of settle down. I mean, when we do things right, we look good out there. And then when we get a little rustled or something like that, it starts looking bad. But I mean, all week long, just do your job, fundamentally sound, take care of business. I mean, pretty much all it was. Man, those last couple were just, I mean, this gut check time. I got my thumb bent back on one of them. I tried to just go through and couldn't make it on the last one. But I mean, it was just definitely just pretty much the story of the night at the very end, defensively it was. It feels great, especially with this bye week here. It's definitely needed. I mean, I know a lot of our guys, especially the O-line, got nicked up in that game for sure. So it's definitely a big time to get this win and have downtime, get ready for the knee, since that's a real big game coming up for sure. Because they'll be gunning for us after last year.
Well, it's always good to win. Certainly win on the road. It was not a poetic type of game by either football team, I don't think. Ball kind of bounced our way there at the end. I can't say just how phenomenal a job our defensive football team did tonight, particularly in the second half. Pitched a shutout, made big plays, created a lot of field position for the offense. The offense, unfortunately, was not able to capitalize on that. Closest we got was a missed field goal attempt. But there were some critical plays made by the offense, some third down conversions, and then the ability to run the clock out there at the end of the game without giving the ball back to Missouri State. Pretty beat up right now, but a lot of guys stepped up, and we made enough plays to win. But tonight, it was about the defense and about getting a little lucky too. Well, it's always to go into a week of corrections, a week of development, a week of healing, coming off of a win. I think the bye week comes at a fantastic time for us. 3 straight road games, Colorado, UT Martin, and now Missouri State. And it'll give us an opportunity to work with some of our younger kids, but it'll help our overall attitude and our desire to come to work and go to school and do the things that we need to do to improve as a football team. But we're going to enjoy this one for about 48 hours. Well, I think that we did a much better job of containing the quarterback, and we tackled a little bit better. I thought Zach Bush, played out in space very well tonight. DJ Holland was pressed into duty with the suspension of Justin Hurd, and I thought he played extremely well. Marcus Peters played a lot of man coverage on the backside tonight and played well. Markeith Gaines, John Woodard, T.J. Randall, Matt Hornbuckle, that entire front 4 too deep. I thought kept consistent gap integrity and pressure on the quarterback. In the first half, Harris was able to escape and make some plays and first downs with his feet. In the second half, we were able to get tackles for loss and negative yardage. So I think the combination of better tackling, gap integrity, assignment football, and then putting them in long yardage situations, got them off schedule and behind the chains. They threw the football quite a bit in the second half, and that really kind of played into our front 4's hands. Yeah, every game's been decided by 4 points or less, I guess, and at least since I've been at the university. Coach Allen has a very physical team, and they don't make a tremendous amount of mistakes. Defensively, they force you on offense to be very methodical and execute, and at times we did that. And then we got a big play or two, but just didn't show the consistency on offense that we needed to really put the game away in the second half when we had the field position. But all the credit goes to our defense. Give Missouri State some credit on defense too. They made some plays, and it really just turned into an old Midwestern defensive struggle. And we made more plays than they did, and got a bounce go our way there at the end. Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, certainly just means I've been here a long time, coached a lot of games, but the credit of that goes to all the great players and assistant coaches that have come through our program over the last 13 and a half years. But the most important number tonight is getting our second win and getting that first road win, so we can go into the open date and hopefully work on some corrections and make some growth and get healthy. But just glad to get past and kind of get this monkey off our back to be able to win on the road. And we'll enjoy this one for the next 48 hours and then get ready to go into the open week. And of course, we can't wait to come home in October. We played in August, and now we get to come back to the confines of Vesta Stadium, where we've generally played pretty well. I think we've won 13 straight going back to 2010 at home. So looking forward to that in the first weekend in October.